Join me as I take you on a journey, 10 years of diving deep into Eckhart Tolle's teachings, hoping to finally unravel the mysteries of his wisdom and see if I can make sense of it all. It's hard to believe that a full decade has passed since I first picked up The Power of Now. The initial encounter with the book left me utterly captivated. By the way, you can find the link to The Power of Now in the description below. The promise of living in the present moment, of letting go of my ego, and of finding true inner peace felt like the ultimate antidote to the constant mental noise and stress of life. However, what I didn't realize at the time was just how intricate and elusive these concepts would prove to be as I began to truly engage with them. Understanding Tolle's teachings hasn't been a straightforward path. The more I've tried to internalize his insights, the more I've come to appreciate the layers of complexity beneath the surface. The first and perhaps most challenging hurdle has been to comprehend the nature of the ego. We are so deeply conditioned to identify with our thoughts, emotions, and experiences that distinguishing between the egoic self and the true self becomes a formidable task. Over the years, I've constantly wrestled with this notion, sometimes feeling like I'm making progress, only to fall back into old patterns. The ego's grip is strong, and untangling myself from its web has been a long, ongoing process. Present moment awareness, perhaps Tolle's most famous teaching, has been another significant challenge. On the surface, it sounds easy enough. Just be present, focus on the now. But in reality, we're so wired to drift into thoughts of the past or future that staying anchored in the moment feels like a monumental effort. Despite practicing mindfulness regularly, I've found myself constantly pulled away by the incessant chatter of my mind. There have been times where I've become frustrated, feeling like I should be further along in this journey, only to realize that this very frustration is part of the ego's game. One of the more subtle yet powerful aspects of Tolle's teachings that I've grappled with is the concept of inner body awareness. Tolle speaks about developing a connection with the energy within our bodies, becoming more attuned to its sensations as a gateway to the present moment. Initially, this felt foreign to me, almost mystical. But over time, as I've dedicated more effort to cultivating this awareness, I've noticed subtle yet profound shifts in my experience of life. There's a grounding effect that comes with tuning into your body, a quieting of the mind that allows for greater presence. Letting go of attachments, another cornerstone of Tolle's philosophy, has also proven to be an arduous task. We are taught from an early age that happiness lies in acquiring things, whether that's material possessions, relationships, or achievements. The idea that true contentment can only be found within, independent of external circumstances, was a radical shift for me. Over the years, I've worked on releasing my attachment to outcomes, but it's not always easy. There's an undeniable comfort in clinging to the familiar, even if it's causing suffering. Through all these challenges, I've experienced several profound realizations that have kept me anchored in this journey. Perhaps the most transformative insight I've gained is the understanding that I am not my thoughts. This simple yet profound realization has shifted my entire worldview. The moment I'm able to observe my thoughts without identifying with them, a space opens up, one filled with stillness, clarity, and peace. It's as if I can finally breathe freely, unburdened by the constant stream of mental activity that used to dominate my existence. Another key breakthrough has been the recognition that spirituality isn't about reaching some elevated state or escaping the difficulties of life. Rather, it's about being present within the chaos, finding peace amidst the noise. It's about accepting life as it is, in all its imperfections, rather than constantly striving for something more. This realization has brought me a sense of relief, a permission to stop seeking and simply be. Tolle's teachings have illuminated the idea that enlightenment isn't a destination, but rather an ongoing journey, a process of learning, growing, and evolving. There is no end point, no magical moment where everything suddenly clicks into place forever. And that's okay. The beauty lies in the journey itself, in the unfolding of awareness over time. I've learned to embrace the process, to be okay with not having all the answers, and to find joy in the small moments of clarity that arise along the way. As I reflect on these 10 years of exploring Tolle's wisdom, I realize that the journey has been as enriching as it has been challenging. Each struggle, each insight has shaped my understanding in a way that only time and experience could. And yet, I know that there's still much more to uncover. The path of understanding is lifelong, and I'm excited to see where it will lead next. If you're interested in Eckhart's personal awakening journey and how it shaped his teachings, make sure to watch my video on his incredible spiritual awakening story. And as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What challenges have you faced in exploring Tolle's work? What breakthroughs have you had? Let's start a conversation in the comments, and don't forget to stay tuned for my next video on spiritual growth and mindfulness. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to hearing about your journey too.